What's up, guys? NBA talk. Third game of the night for us. This one is the Boston Celtics and the Toronto Raptors, two of the top in the Eastern Conference. Number one, Boston Celtics, and a very close number two, Toronto Raptors, who are very, very close with the Boston Celtics and could take over. And with this win, this just inches them closer together. Toronto won this game 111-91. They're killing it at home. This is why they need to get that number one spot in the Eastern Conference. They're 22-4. That's incentive to get that number one spot. Boston Celtics are struggling, especially on the offensive end. Like, they can't produce enough. Even with Kyrie Irving back into the lineup, Toronto Raptors can score, even though they don't really have known scorers other than Kyle Lowry or DeRozan. Serge Ibaka gives you what he can. Valanciunas gives you what he can, but there's not really else who are known scorers on the team, but they pile up points. They're top in the offensive ratings. They're top in the defensive ratings. This also shows you that Boston Celtics is not going to be ready to face Warriors if they end up going to the finals. Maybe, yeah, there's a little mix right there I'm thinking about. Yeah, Toronto Raptors really resemble the Warriors in the Eastern Conference sense. In terms of offense and defense, they're very, very balanced. They're the most balanced team in the league, along with the Warriors. So there's similarities right there. They're passing, stuff like that. They do everything high level. Even with the lack of talent there, or developed talent, I should say that. Developed talent. We don't know what these young guns off the bench can do. They're showing promise tonight, too, with their defense and their offense from Fred, from DeLong, doing some good work off the bench. Of course, you have Kyle Lowry, DeRozan leading the team. And it showed tonight, like, they're very, very balanced. They're doing it at home. They need to keep it up. The Boston Celtics are ripe for the picking. You know, they could take over this Eastern Conference right now. This is their best chance to do so. So yeah, that's how it was tonight. Like, Toronto Raptors defense killed the Boston Celtics in the first half, and the Boston Celtics, they started clicking in the second half, but the Toronto Raptors kept on the pressure on the offensive end. They switched it up. Because the Boston Celtics scored high in the fourth quarter, but Toronto Raptors kept that scoring to a minimum in comparison to what they score. So, if that makes sense to you guys. So, Toronto Raptors win this game. DeRozan, 15 points, 6 assists tonight, 0 turnovers. Kyle Lowry, 23 points, 1 turnover, 8 rebounds, 4 assists from him as well. Very good production from this backcourt. Valanciunas, 1 for 8, not good. Serge Ibaka, only 8 points. He only took 5 shots. So I'll excuse him from that. He didn't take enough shots. Most of them came from Kyle Lowry and DeRozan. Kyle Lowry dropped 6 3-pointers, so that's a great job from him. He's starting to pick things up. CJ Miles dropped 20 points off the bench. You got Fred VanVleet with 10 points, 8 assists. Very good job from him. And DeLong Wright with 14 points, 3 assists, 3 steals. 50% from the field overall, 47% from the three-point range. Most of them coming from CJ Miles and Kyle Lowry, putting up like 11 three-pointers together. And that's more than half of the shots taken from the Raptors. So great job from Kyle Lowry and CJ Miles from that. 39 rebounds, 29 assists, 10 steals, and 15 turnovers. So good job from the Toronto Raptors. And the struggling Boston Celtics, Kyrie Irving was 17 points. He was negative 22 on the court. He was 6 for 12 from the field, 2 for 6 from the three-point range. Jaylen Brown don't get enough shots. He only took 5 people. 5. 4 for 5 from the field, 11 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. He needs to take more shots. Jason Tatum, 2 for 9 from the field. 4 points. He needs to take more shots, even though he was struggling. You need to get him over the hump. Al Horford, 1 for 5. 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, only 2 points. You got to spread the floor. And what the starters didn't do, the bench did. They took a lot of shots. Marcus Morris took a lot of shots. He was 4 for 13 for the field. The most out of everybody taken. 12 points. You got Diaz with 10 points off the bench. And then you got Rozier, who's still continuing on his streak. 18 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 5 for 12 from the field. 4 for 5 from the three-point range. A very good job from him, but that's not enough, man. 39% from the field, 43% from the three-point range, 39 rebounds, 21 assists, 17 turnovers. Hopefully they could get Greg Monroe into the fold so they can start scoring. I would definitely want him in the starting lineup. Well, actually, I'm gonna take that back. I don't think he should be in the starting lineup because we need a defender in the starting lineup. We need someone who could defend the ball. Baines, he's good, but he's a backup. You need someone who can start for you, and he's not doing it. Boston Celtics are 39-16, 18-8 on the road. Toronto Raptors 37-16, 22-4 at home. Like I said, they're one of the best. Toronto Raptors, very good job for them. The series is tied up. They still have 2 more games to play. Next one will be in Boston. So let's see what happens, what Toronto does there. So peace out.